Mr. God, This is Anna.
Chapter 2. During the next few weeks, we tried to find out, by a bit of cunning questioning, where Anna lived. The gentle approach, the sideways approach, the sneaky approach, all proved to be useless. It seemed quite possible that she had just dropped out of heaven. I was ready to believe this to be true, but Stan, being much more practical than me, didn't agree at all. The only certain thing we knew was that she wasn't going to no bleeding cop shop. By this time, I was sure I had initiated this idea. After all, you don't find an orchid and then put it in the cellar. It wasn't that any of us had anything against the cops, far from it. In those days, cops were more like official friends, even if they did clip you round the ear with a glove full of dried peas if they caught you doing any funny stuff. No, as I said, you can't lock a sunbeam in the dark. Besides, we all wanted her to stay. By this time, Anna was a firm favourite down our street. Whenever the kids played team games like 4 sticks, everyone wanted Anna on their side. She had a natural aptitude for all games. Whip-tops, skipping, fag cards. What she couldn't do with a hoop and a skimmer wasn't worth doing. Our street, 20 houses big, was a regular United Nations. The only colours in kids we didn't have were green ones and blue ones, and I think we had nearly every other colour. Our street was a nice street. Nobody had any money, but in all the years I lived there, I can never remember anyone's front door being shut in the daytime, or for that matter most of the night either. It was a nice street to live in, and all the people were friendly. But after a few weeks of Anna, the street and the people in it took on a buttercup glow. Even our boss-eyed cat Bossy mellowed. Bossy was a fighting tabby with laced-edge ears who regarded all humans as inferior. But under Anna's influence, Bossy started to stay at home more often and very soon treated Anna as an equal. I could stand by the back door and yell myself silly for Bossy, but he wouldn't budge for me. But for Anna, well, that was a different thing. One call, and he would simply materialise with an idiot grin on his face. Bossy was about 12 pounds of fighting fury, and I've got the scars to prove it. The cat's meat man used to leave meat under the knocker, wrapped up in the newspaper. Bossy used to lurk in the dark passageway or under the stairs, waiting for someone to reach up for the cat's meat, at which moment he would launch himself like fury, all teeth and claws, using whatever was available to get up to his meal. If a human leg or arm could be used to claw his way up to the meat, then Bossy would use it. Anna tamed him in one day. She lectured him with an admonishing finger on the vice of gluttony and the virtues of patience and good manners. In the end, Bossy could make his meal last for about 5 minutes, with Anna feeding him bit by bit, instead of the usual 30 seconds. As for Patch the dog, he sat for hours, practising beating new rhythms with his tail. In the back garden was an odd collection of rabbits, pigeons, fan-tailed doves, frogs, and a couple of grass snakes. In the back garden, or the yard, as we called it, was, for the East End, a fairly sizable place. A bit of grass and new flowers and a large tree some 40 feet high. All in all, Anna had quite a lot to practice her magic on. But no one fell under her spell more completely or willingly than me. My work, which was in oils, was not more than 5 minutes' walk from home, so I was always home for dinner at about 12:30. Up to this time, the answer to Mum's questions was always what time would I be home that night as I left for my afternoon stint, and had been some time before midnight. But now things were different. I was seen off by Anna from the top of the street, kissed wetly, and promising to be back by 6 in the evening. Knocking off time usually meant a few pints in the pub on the way home, and a few games of darts with Cliff and George. But not now. When the hooter went, I was off home. I didn't run exactly, but I walked very briskly. That walk home was a pleasure, because every step was one step nearer. The road I had to travel curved to the left in a gentle arc. I had to walk just more than half the distance before the top of our turning came into sight, and there she was. Come rain or shine, snow or ice or wind, Anna was always there. Not once did she miss this meeting, except... but that comes later. I doubt if ever lovers met more joyously. When she saw me coming round the bend of the road, she came to meet me. Anna's ability to polish any situation was truly extraordinary. She had some uncanny knack of doing the right thing at the right time to get the most out of an occasion. I've always thought that children ran towards those they loved, but not Anna. When she saw me, she started to walk towards me. Not too slowly, but not too quickly. My first sight of her was too far away